Hey everybody, I really miss y'all and I hope that y'all are doing really well with all of your lessons. I wanted to make sure that I gave you some ideas about some art you can create at home in case you have some extra time. So just stay tuned and I will give you a little drawing lesson. Doesn't matter what supplies you have at home, just use whatever you have. And even if you have to use paper that has lines on it, it's just a little activity for you to just to be able to keep up with your drawing and to have something fun to do.
All right, I am ready to get started on this first artwork with you. Today we are going to be doing a sandcastle. I know we just had our first day of spring, but I can't help but think about going to the beach and in the beautiful sunshine, and I thought this would be a really fun activity for us to do. So don't worry about what supplies you have at home. Anything that you have is great, even if you have to use paper with lines, that's not a problem. So first we're going to start with our horizon line, and that's where the sky and the ground meet. So of course our ground is sand, so our line doesn't have to be straight. So I'm going to start by drawing my line across the paper. I will be using a Sharpie marker just so that you can see the lines that I'm making, but you can definitely draw in pencil or whatever other tool you choose to use. So first I'm going to go ahead and draw that line of sand, and obviously sand isn't going to be straight, so I've got kind of a wavy little line of sand across. Then I'm going to draw the middle of my castle right in the center. So I'm going to start by making a line across, and then I'm going to go down at an angle. So here, go down a little bit this way and go down a little bit this way. Next, I'm going to draw the top. So I'm going to make the same angled lines like I did here, but I'm going to go up and go up a little bit here and up a little bit here. And that's where the top of my castle is going to be. And so we're going to make that castle line at the top. So from the tip of this, I'm going to go over, then down, then over and up, then over and down, and over and up. And then I'm going to come over again and connect that line. So there's the top of my sand castle. Well, I'm going to make that same castle line like I did at the top on each side, because I'm going to have two other towers next to this one. So I'm going to start over here, and I'm going to go over and down and over and up, over and down, over and up, over and down. Then I'm going to do the same thing over here, over and down, over and up, over and down, over, up, over and down. Now I want to make the line continue for those towers. So I'm going to bring this line all the way down and this line over here all the way down. I want to have some little entrance ways so we can walk into our towers. So I'm going to make a little arch. So kind of like a rainbow. Just a little curve here. And then make another one here. And one over here. All right, maybe you would like to add some details onto your castle. So maybe you want to add some little flags. So I'm going to do a straight line and then draw a little triangle right there. Maybe I'm going to do one on this side, on this tower too. There's my little triangle. And then one here, a line, and then a sideways V that ends up looking like a triangle. If you have to turn your paper to draw that triangle, do whatever you need to do. Remember, this is your art, and you don't even have to put the flags if you don't want to. Maybe we can go ahead and add some other details. Maybe I want a sun. So over here, I'm going to make a circle and then add my lines for my sun. Maybe I want to put a cloud over here. There's my cloud. Maybe in the sand, I want to draw some things that I would normally see on the beach. Maybe a little seashell. So I could do a line and then some waves and then come back down and then kind of make a little oval around the edge and then put some lines up. There's my little seashell. Or maybe I want to make a shovel that I would use when I was building my sandcastle. So maybe over here I'm going to draw my sand shovel. So it's kind of like a half moon or a U with a line on it. There's the front of my shovel. Then I'm going to make 2 lines coming out the back. And then I need to make the handle. So I'm going to make that same U shape. So here's a U closed off. There's my shovel. Maybe I want to make a bucket because I used a bucket to create my sandcastle. So I'm going to make an oval here. And then straight from that oval, I'm going to come down and then make another oval at the bottom. And there is my bucket. Maybe I want to put a handle on my bucket like that. And you can add other little things into your art. So this line here is the sand. Maybe I want to make it look like the waves are coming behind my sandcastle. So I'm going to draw a second horizon line here. That would be the beach. And maybe I want to put a wave right here, like there's some waves crashing behind my sandcastle. So you can have fun. Any other materials you have at home, like markers or crayons or color pencils, you can make this very colorful. Or maybe even if you have some watercolor at home, maybe you could draw your castle with some crayons and add some watercolor. So be creative, and I hope that you're staying safe and you're following directions, and I can't wait to see you soon.